about the testing protocols for you guys. Are you, so since there is the university mandate with students have to be vaccinated unless they have COVID, are you guys still doing routine testing once the season starts, like 3 times a week or whatever, or monthly a week, or since guys are vaccinated, do those guys really have to do it? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, right now we're not in testing protocol. We're testing like one-offs if we feel like there's symptoms or something that would present. But we're in a really good place in terms of the vaccination rate. We'll stay the course with that until we need to adjust or adapt.
What is your team's vaccination rate?
The last I checked, we were north of 95%. But again, that's obviously with the variants and the new cases, we understand that doesn't fully protect us. It still takes discipline and accountability, but we're in a good place up there.
I noticed Derek Green the last 2 practices has been more like, had the full pads on and everything. What's his status since he was kind of, it's like he's coming back from injury or something? What can he give you guys inside his healthy?
I think there's a lot to be seen. I haven't had a chance to watch Derek play. I'm excited for him to be on the road to recovery. He's had a knee injury that he's been battling since we got here, a surgery that took place in the winter last year. So I'm excited to have him kind of tearing back and anxious to see what he can do to help us. Obviously, it's a big body and a guy that has a lot of potential, but it's a long way to go when you've been out so long. To get back to actually playing competitive football takes some time.
Clark, they announced kind of updates to the Vandy United stuff today, and some of the facility plans, some we knew, some we didn't. How much of this did you know was coming when you took the job here? I know that you probably saw blueprints, but I mean, how much had been settled at that point that you do know about now?
Well, I knew that the Vandy United project was on the books and on the brink of being announced, and there was some early conceptual stuff that I was aware of. But I think what we've done and what Candace has done and Chancellor Diermeyer is just continued through this journey to find that highest level potential of how this facility can really reshape football, on this campus. And obviously there are, other sports that will benefit as well. So I mean, it's been exciting for me, and I think with every update or upgrade, I get more excited about what the plan is, what the potential is here, and how it's really meant to position our football program in a place where we can launch, and be competitive in our league for a long time.
I think Chase Floyd, it looked like he banged up his shoulder in the scrimmage. Do you expect him to be good to go once the actual pro games start?
So it's a protective measure right now. We're just letting him strengthen. Obviously, the shoulder's been an issue in the past, so we want to make sure he's got confidence in his strength before we just cut him loose out here again. But anticipate him being fine. Anticipate him being ready.
Have you made a decision, quarterback?
Not yet. I feel like we're getting close. I think the scrimmage helped us kind of move along in that process. And I do want to focus on the chemistry of the group too. I think that's important heading into game 1, but we're not ready to make that announcement yet. We still have some time left here where we're technically still in training camp. We've done a little opponent prep. We started that today, but just giving it a little more time.
Is there really any reason you wouldn't want to announce it? I mean,
strategically, there's no advantage. Internally to solidify the chemistry and so that we can have some confidence with, it's just nice to know where the role is. Publicly, there's no reason to really make an indication until we play.
It's a lot of situational stuff today. What's kind of your takeaways from that, just offensively and defensively, from what you saw today?
We had initially targeted live work today in those situations, which would have helped, I think, just in a 4-minute mode. There's gritty yards in there where you're not down at contact, you're churning your feet and finishing runs that maybe would have got us in some kneel it out situations sooner. I thought it was great work. I think it's great teaching work, and again, I'm in my role learning as the head coach, the clock management, all the things that go into that, the nuances of the decisions. It's great practice for me, but as a team, we want to create a competitive advantage in those situations too. So it's teaching the players how to address each one of those scenarios. And we had some interesting things come up just through the practice that I thought was really beneficial to everyone to experience that here in the workshop, so that when we get those critical situations in game, we'll be prepared to execute.
Alex Williams, the guy who kind of stood out to me off the edge a little bit. What have you seen out of him this camp? What do you think he can give you defensively?
I've seen growth. I mean, he's consistently come out here and performed. I think his length and athleticism make him a challenge for offenses, in general. I think his ability to function within the defense and know his role and assignment, like he's proven through camp that he's ready for responsibility within our defense. And so I'm excited for him to play, and I know he's anxious to get out there and play too. I'm proud of him.
What do you like about Raymond Davis?
He's a tough runner. He's a leader. He's a guy that as our kind of top running back right now, knows it at a high level. So he doesn't, in all situations, as a pass protector, as a runner, he has a command over what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it. That's going to go a long way just in allowing the offense to find rhythm. I think as a runner, he's tough. When he gets vertical, he has a second gear that he can hit, and we've seen that from spring into fall where he breaks a run and he's not called. And so I think there's an element of explosiveness that will be helpful to us.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you.